So, with this video, I thought I was going to be able to do a weekly update on everything that's been going on. However, that weekly video has turned into a 2-week update. It's the start of week 3. We're about halfway through week 3 right now. It's kind of turned into, oh crap, I forgot to post. We have a really cool, fun class, so we really don't spend a lot of time in our camper or in our hotel rooms, Airbnbs, what have you. You know, it's always filled with some activity after class or on the weekends, whatever, and it just makes it really hard to try and put a film together. But anyway, this video isn't going to be too terribly long. I'm going to try to explain everything as it goes along with a voiceover. That's really the only way I can do it with all the photos that I've taken. I haven't taken a lot of video clips. I'm going to try and do a better job of that when we start our life size. And that way I'll be able to do a really good video on the life size fish and birds. So we will get into this one and we'll see how it goes. This is all kind of new. It's been a while since I've done any editing or anything like that, so hopefully this doesn't turn out bad. If it turns out bad, y'all won't see it. So, but anyway, I just want to give a huge thanks to our instructor, Jason Bynum, and all of his assistants that we've had come in and help us. Cody Cox, Trent Bartlett, super cool guys. Chad, I forget Chad's last name. I'm sorry, Chad. But he's with Crooked, I think he's like Crooked Mouth Creations or something like that is the name of his studio. Really cool guy. But yeah, all those guys have taken time out of their studio and busy schedule to come help us, and I'm super grateful for all of that, for all their input, their help, their different perspectives on things, and it really just kind of helps you broaden your horizon and kind of choose a path to go down with different techniques and stuff like that when you're going to mount your animal, and different thought processes behind everything. So with that said, I'm going to do a voiceover on everything. I just took a bunch of photos and I'm going to try and do my best to nail every one of them. But anyway, hope y'all enjoy the video and let's get to it. So right here, our instructor Jason Bynum is going over our ear muscle anatomy on a whitetail deer. That's an actual dead cast of whitetail. These are some side-by-side comparisons of our ears turned out and how they're trimmed. This is a power wash cape that was fleshed with a power washer versus a cape that was fleshed on a fleshing wheel. This is a Champion's Choice nose and bottom lip casting with teeth in it. They have some really cool stuff as far as the amount of detail that goes into their casts. Then this is what your clay work would look like if you did an ear with all the little muscles. This is the actual form by Ben Mears that I used on my whitetail. And then that's that form right there with my antlers on it. Just another angle of it. Then we go ahead and we cut off the stock nose and put a cast one on there. I'm about halfway done with all my clay work in that photo. He's pretty roughed in at that point. Still got a lot of work to do. I got to tuck that bottom lip. Then there's the bottom lip tucked. And there's going to be a couple of photos showing a different angle of that and close-ups of the clay work around the cast nose. Now we've got glue on the top part of the lip and the nose. We got that top lip tucked. He's pretty rough looking in this photo. He's still wet. These are wet tan capes. And then this is him all trimmed up, finished up, and groomed right after the mounting process, he didn't look too rough there. So on the left is Kurt Davis. He's an outfitter out of New Mexico, and Al Jameson on the other side of me. Here's an antler mount I did from a mule deer that was found or shot in the Kaibab forest in Arizona. Another picture of my deer up on the wall drying. This is a gray fox pedestal that we started this week. We had to do a lot of modifications to this little booger. Fought me the entire way. Here's the clay work around my eyes and nose. He's roughed in here. Eyes are set, nose is set, lips are tucked. Everything is almost ready to go. Yep, I got him tucked. There's him all washed up, shampooed, and blow dried out. He's kind of fluffy in that picture. And this is the rock that I built out of real small pieces of habitat rock. And there's some seam work to fill in all the voids. First layer of paint drying. And as it dried, it changed color. And it actually came out sort of what I had in my head. I left some of those voids open on purpose. And if you look close in the base of the pedestal, you can see an arrowhead that I put in there. Well, sorry, that's all I have. As far as content goes, I tried to do the best I could with what I had. I'll be better about it next time. When we're working on our life sizes and our ducks or my ducks. I brought ducks down to do for my birds instead of pheasants. I live in an area where we get a lot of duck hunters. Our upland game, so our pheasant and quail numbers are really low. So there's not a whole lot of people that come through wanting pheasants done. There's still some, but not as many as you would expect. So I brought some of my ducks down that I shot this last season. Mallard and pintail drake I killed in the same hunt, which was really, really cool. And then, so we'll do our life size. I'm doing a life size coyote standing on a rock, so that'll be pretty cool. I've got some ideas. Got some birds to do, and a largemouth bass replica where we'll get to break out the airbrush and figure out how to use that. And I'll be sure to take videos of all that stuff going on. It's such a long process. With that said, I'll do a better job of this next post that we'll start doing. I think the rest of this week we're going to be skinning fur-bearing animals out, so badgers, coyotes, foxes, bobcats, stuff like that. We'll be skinning them out like we were going to do a life size with them, and then this next week, starting on Monday, we get our life size mount going. So we'll have some more guys coming in to help us with that. One thing I did fail to mention earlier was one of the guys that came and helped us. His name is Todd. I forget his last name. But Todd came and helped with our deer and with I think he just helped us with our deer. Anyway, and then Al Jameson, who is pictured next to me, to my left, in the picture with all the crappie. We did a crappie fishing trip together. It wasn't too expensive, but we ended up catching 40 crappie. Absolute slabs. Meaning they caught a majority of the fish, and I caught two or three. It was not a good day for me. I caught about every tree and rock in that lake, but hey, I caught one keeper. I caught a fish. It was all good. I didn't go home empty-handed, but we had a big cookout with everybody. It was super good time. Super great eating fish. I mean, amazing. But Al is also an outfitter in New Mexico, in the Farmington area, I believe. Really cool guy, super funny. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned those people and got that corrected so that people don't get mad if I didn't include them. But yeah, now we're on to life sizes, and that'll be really, really fun. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully the videos get better. So we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you later.